Okay, now let's understand the application of net present value method, that how we can use net present value, how can we compute it to make the decision, and we can choose the project through this, right? So we have one example here, that is a project cost $1 lakh, right? And it is hoped to yield $50,000 at the end of the years 1, 2 and 3 with a 10% discount rate. So the information that we have been given is that the cost is 1 lakh, which is mentioned here. This is our cost, and the benefit is given as $50,000 at the end of the first year, second year, third year with a 10% discount rate. Now this 10% basically represent the I. Fine. So I is given as 10%. So cost is 1 lakh, that we will use later to compute the difference between benefit and cost to find out the net present value. Let's first of all compute the benefit from each year, right? So first is, we have in the first year the benefit is, your yield is 50,000, which is given here, divided by 1 plus I is to power first year. Fine. In the first year the amount is 1.1. So if we add 1 plus 10%, then it will appear 1.1 is to power 1. So if you simplify it, or you divide 50,000 divided by 1.1, then the answer will be 45,454 US dollar. In the same way, we can compute the yield in the second year, or the benefit in the second year. Again, yield is 50,000 as usual, divided by 1 plus I, which is 1 plus 10%, 1.1. If you simplify it, 1.1 is to power 2 in the case of second year. So if you simplify it, the answer would be 41,316 US dollar. In the third year, again the formula that we can use here is the yield 50,000 divided by 1.1 is to power 3, which is the third year computation. So the answer is $37,460. Now how can we find out the net present value? Net present value is the difference between the benefit and the cost. That's what we have, right? Cost is given 1 lakh, alright. The benefit is given for the each year. If we sum up these benefits, yield from the year 1, then year 2 and year 3, we will have the total benefit. This is our total cost, right? Total cost. So how can we have the total benefit in the 3 years? If we add these values, so sigma b, or you can write it like total benefit. So if I add it, the answer would be like 1,24,186 $. This is the total benefit from summing up the each year, and the cost as we have US dollar 1 lakh. So if you subtract these values, what would be the answer? The answer would be 24,186 US dollar. This is the answer we have. So NPV is $24,186. So it means NPV is positive here, or it is greater than 0. So the particular project is useful. So in this way we can make the decision related to the project considering the difference between benefit and the cost.